Wherever you see the wings in mythology, it means the cerebrum. Now, go to your local movie house or check your video collection for a Hollywood production studio whose link is the white flying horse galloping in flight toward the screen. Yeah. What's it called? Tri-star. In Pegasus, there are 3 prominent stars. You think these bastards don't know what's going on? They know. You don't. Here is a cryptic symbol of what Hollywood is about. They are our memory makers. Check it out. Every time you see that coming to your screen, know that they're coming to fuck with your memory. And your attention is fixed. Here is the cryptic symbol of what Hollywood is about. They are our memory makers as well as our memory disruptors. Strobe-intensive images are broadcast into your willingly receptive consciousness where they terraform your perception of reality. They project images to the open centers of memory in your brain and manipulate the reality context under which we and our children function every day. Psychologically, the many pathological behaviorisms exhibited by our children today are based on the disruption or underuse of certain information processing centers of the brain that are not being allowed to interface with their cosmic counterparts. This interrupts their ability to manifest the necessary electrochemical components of harmonious thought that would be used to exercise the divine principle of reason. In other words, if they are not taught through the words that they are heard in the school how to give tangible understanding and understanding to the images that the words are supposed to convey. If you don't exercise a child's field of imagination, then that field lays barren. It goes dead for lack of attention. And it is the field of imagination that you as the parent must cultivate so that child may connect the dots as it begins to grow in its own self-realization. It carries the seed of every experience, and it has used you as the model through which to come through. That means you're connected to that child through some experience that is similar to what you have had in your past. So your children are connected to you. In fact, they're older than you because they came after you. Think about that. What happens after they become an adult? You become a child, almost an old child, and they take care of you. Check? Check. With no connection to the higher light codes that feed our cerebral light fixtures, our children's souls have no way of outletting the karmic signature energies that brought them back. No way of exercising the reasoning that would help them to identify their incarnational issues, to help them to evolve and fulfill their life's purpose. This is why Bush, in the parasitic elite that he rules and rules him, is about to start a campaign. That's the insane taking over the asylum. All disruptive. Now we know what that means. It means you can't teach. Let me just say this again. There are no disruptive children. What is disruptive is what you're teaching them. The disruption is the natural reaction to bullshit. Now, check this. Listen carefully. The insane are the ones most healthy in this society. Those people driven insane are actually expressing the true symptomologies that are indicative of a sick society. If you seem sane in an insane society, you are a crazy motherfucker. See, the white man was crazy when he came over here. You were the sane ones. Now they're making you think you crazy because you're not acting insane. You don't want to fuck up the sky. You don't want to make the waters filthy. You don't want to kill off all the animals. You don't want to start killing people for a little piece of real estate so that you can make oil and make money. Are you insane? This is why the Bush parasites, under the guise of sweeping health initiatives, is now attempting to further impede our children's psycho-spiritual evolutionary growth by screening them for mental illness. Children are labeled as disruptive. This Orwellian project is called the New Freedom Commission on Mental Health. Let's just examine that. The New Freedom Commission on Mental Health. The New Freedom. See, we're getting ready for a new kind of freedom, everybody. A kind of freedom where slavery is freedom. Listen to the new kind of freedom. You are allowing some man who made a deal with the pharmaceuticals to push his drugs to assign you to a particular category of behavior so that they could drug you and keep you sedated with those drugs, the sacraments of their church. Brothers and sisters, I would like to review with you the evidence that I have gathered that proves there is a creeping infection of the collective consciousness upon our people. The age of reason may very well be on the way and in the foreseeable horizon, but it is still an optional destination. It is all based on choice. But if we are not allowed to choose, because we are not allowed to examine all of the variables so as to make such choices that will be of collective benefit to us all, then the age of reason will surely manifest as the age of rancor. The age of reason or the age of nope, wait a minute, hold up. Where we are? Here we are. Here we are. Brothers and sisters, everybody is talking about we are in the age of reason. No, we're not. We are more like in the age of rancor. And in the age of rancor, you have bitter, deep-seated ill will. Much like what I was saying at the top of the lecture about certain people who have a bitterness towards life that they express to everyone else in their behaviorisms and through their words. If we don't check the way we use words to define our reality and to help others define themselves, then we are guilty of sabotaging the work, the life's work that you are supposed to be down here doing. I'd like to kick off what may be seen as the sign of the times. I'd like to speak on some things